Actually, I didn't write much, just saying keep calm and take a deep breath. I'm going to read it a lot for myself. I'm going to perform a stand-up. It's going to be my first time. Actually, it's going to be my first time when I'm in normal mind. I've done only once when I was high. Anyway, sorry for the next 5 minutes. We are going to hang on each other and we are going to suffer all together. The thing is, we done it with my friends a few days ago when I was a little bit drunk. That time it seems a logical idea. Now it's not. And we say, okay, I can try an open mic event. And another friend of mine said, there is an open mic event. Do you want to join? I said, yes. I called my friends. I invite people I know from all over the place. But the problem was, I didn't know this was going to be in English. I'm serious. I talked with Merve. I know, but everybody knows English, so it doesn't make sense if I done. Okay, you are.
Because we have spoken word chit-chat every once every 3 weeks.
Thank you. Okay, I called my friends from high school, I called my friends from university, and I also called my friends from Quidditch team. Do you know what is Quidditch? Don't say anything, don't say anything. If anybody doesn't know what is Quidditch, it's a bit fun. Once I need to explain what is Quidditch in Italy. Is Alcuare guys here? No. Okay, when I was in Italian border, and the police asked me, what are you doing? Because I was with my headphones, I didn't hear what he's saying. And he said, what are you doing? I was looking suspicious. And I turned back and I said, I came here for a Quidditch tournament. He said, what? I said, Quidditch. For Quidditch, you never say the trick word, Harry Potter. You never say. You always explain the sport with what are you doing. So I start to explain, it's kind of volleyball, it's kind of handball, it's like rugby, but it's not rugby. It's like dodgeball, but it's not dodgeball. Every time I say it's not this, he starts to begin suspicion of me. So he called his friends, police friends, and they stood over me, listening. I was trying to explain what is Quidditch. He was getting more suspicious. Then my friend came. He heard what are we doing, and he said, it's a Harry Potter sport. That's the moment he said, okay, you can go. That's the moment he said, you are not ISIS. I'm sure of it. Anyway, every time if you go to a border, if you go to a passport check, it's fun because two cultures meet. Once I went to Hong Kong, so it's a really different culture from us, from me. I passed from the border check police look at me and she said, Miss La, please put the gun down. I looked over my shoulder. There wasn't anybody. She said, please put the gun down. I look up to my right side, there wasn't anybody. I look over me, there is any gun over me, on me, there wasn't. So I didn't understand and I said, what? Actually, she was saying not the gun, she was saying the gum. Because apparently in Hong Kong, chewing gum is illegal. So this border police, her only job is inspecting water or gum. Imagine, if I'm with Osama bin Laden, she doesn't care. If I'm with the AK-47, she doesn't care. She is only inspecting the gum. And I said, okay, I put down. The going back is also a little bit fun from Hong Kong. I came to the border, everybody showed their passport. There was like Turkish people there. They showed, the guy looked over them and they stamped them. When my line came, he looked and he said, this is not the actual passport. And I said, what? My passport was new, it was 2007 and I just recently get my passport. And I said, I didn't understand. What do you mean? It's not fake. It's fake. And he said, look over this other guy's passport. It seems more legit and it seems more worked on it. And yours is not like a good passport. It's like a fake. I understand that moment that what he means because my passport was new and because of the Turkish bureaucracy and Turkish government, my passport was done poorly. So at that moment, my only choice was explaining this Chinese guy how things work in Turkey, how you bribe your way out, how do you do the government work and you put money on others. And I explained all these in English in like 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, he believed me. He believed the Turkish government is corrupted, and he said, "Okay, I believe you, and you can go. It's a legitimate passport." Let me check that I should keep calm down. Anyway, some people say this passport checks is going to be not going to happen these funny things in the future because there is like electronic machines that checks your passport, and it also happened to me that I'm Cypriot and with my Cypriot passport I went to UK. So there is a line for the European Union citizens that you put your passport, maybe most of you know, to the machine, and the machine checks your passport with your face, then it lets you go. There isn't anybody you are involved with. So I thought it was like automatic, but there was a problem. In my passport, my face is like 110 kilograms. It was last year's picture, and now I'm like 65. So for cheating the machine, I thought I can do this. And it worked, I'm not joking, it worked. In a moment, I done this, and the machine let me go. I thought I cheat the machine, like it works with artificial intelligence, blah blah. But after I stepped some meters, I saw some people looking over me and laughing. The case was, there was actual people who were looking over the camera and checking the passports. There isn't any AI, there isn't any computer working, and they were looking over me, showing me, and looking like this. That was a big embarrassment. Anyway, that was a big embarrassment. After maybe you probably went all over the world. After you go some abroad or some in countries place, sometimes you feel, okay, I'm not going to go anywhere else. I'm just going to lie down in my home. I'm just going to feel safe. I'm going to keep calm and be happy. Anyway, after a trip, I went to home. My friend called me, and while I was thinking that I'm not going to go anywhere, he said that he broke with his girlfriend, which she was living in Izmir, another city, not in Istanbul. She said he broke with his girlfriend, he was devastated, we should get together, drink some alcohol. Okay, I said, nice, we can have some drinks. So we were like 4 guys, close friends, and we all thought that we should bring alcohol. And I bring for 4 people, my friend bring for 4 people, every other 2 bring alcohol for 4 people. So we were 4 guys having barbecue and with 16 people worth of alcohol. So we start to drink, and after a while I open my eyes. Actually, when I open my eyes in the morning, the window is at my left. So there was a difference at that morning. The window was in my right. So I said, okay, I'm not at my home. I realized this in very first moment. I turned left. There was 2 girls next to me. They also woke up with me. The other chick from the back looked over from the front chick's shoulder. They looked and they didn't say anything. And I said, are you going to scream or should I scream? They start to laugh. It was like a making calm joke. So I didn't understand where am I, what I'm doing, what did I do last night. So I asked them, where are we? They said we are in the mansion. Mansion means konak in Turkish. That was the key moment. My friend came from the door and he was with his girlfriend who lives in Izmir. He said, okay, we get together, thank you. And I didn't understand at this moment, why is he with his girlfriend? Then I asked again, where are we? He also said we are in the mansion, konak. And I looked over my shoulder around. It wasn't a mansion, it was like a student house, it was like a flat, normal flat. Then it hit me. We weren't in Istanbul. Mansion is like a town in Izmir. So it was like a big flashback for me. Like I was remembering, I am belly out from the car and shouting with my ID. I don't know why I was holding my ID. That's saying that girl is going to be ours. We are going to Izmir. Then I realized the moment that I want to spend my house, I was in another city, in Izmir, like 5 hours away. Actually, for this night, it was like a drunk moment idea to do stand-up. But while searching over, making some research to how to be funny with my friends, I looked over some videos and realized a commonality. Every international funny guy is from a British colony. I'm not joking, it's serious, it's a legitimate thing. Either they are from India, Australia, Scotland, America, and all of them used to be, in some time of the history, they belong to British. So that moment I said, okay, I can't do a British comedy stand-up in Istanbul, so that was going to be not good for me. Then I realized I'm Cypriot, and Cyprus used to be a British colony. It was the only moment I felt joy that Cyprus used to be a British colony. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.